We're also expecting terrestrial torrential rains that are also expected by the weather services. We have Tokelo, Chiloane from the weather services. Just checking, Tokelo, if you can hear me. Good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us. Hi, Tokelo.
Thank you. Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so the first thing that comes to mind when you hear that there is going to be a shift in the weather patterns, of course, there's rain that is expected. We want to know how cold is it going to be and why we're having this, cold front again.
Cold front weather systems are part of our climatology in South Africa, so it's definitely normal for us to receive them this type of the year. So it's nothing out of the ordinary. So as you said, we are expecting some extremely cold temperatures, especially over our high-lying areas of the Western Cape, Eastern Cape, and KwaZulu-Natal provinces. And tomorrow and Friday, it will be extending to the high-lying areas of the Mpumalanga province.
All right, and when does it hit us here in Johannesburg, Gauteng province? And over and above that, obviously, there are communities who are most vulnerable this time of the year, that we need to issue a warning to.
Definitely for us in Gauteng, we'll be expecting the cold front to make landfall overnight into tomorrow. So tomorrow we are starting to get those chilly conditions to cold in Gauteng province, but it will further drop on Friday where we are be getting cold temperatures. For tomorrow, we are moving from cool to cold on Friday. As you said about vulnerable communities, for this system, we are mostly concerned about small scale farmers, especially those in the high-lying areas. They're the one that are going to be hit a lot, as we are expecting snowfall over the southern part of the Drakensberg mountain, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape. And for today, we'll be expecting the snow over Western Cape mountains, but tomorrow it will clear as the system moves into the country and moves out on Friday. So the Eastern Cape mountains and KwaZulu-Natal, probably also the southern parts of Mpumalanga province. But at this stage, the Mpumalanga province are still safe.
Yeah, we had a chat with the Citrus Growers Association and the farmers there. This is an act of God, the spokesperson was saying, and they work with nature. So the best that you can do is to prepare as adequately as you can. But in most cases, you just have to stay indoors if you don't need to be outside in this cold weather.
Yes, definitely. For those who are not forced to work outside, we just urge them to keep warm, especially, as I said, in those mountainous areas where we'll be getting snowfall. They already had snow the previous week, and again, so I can imagine the conditions that they are going through. And the farmers, as they have been trained by the departments and other entities on how to protect themselves from this act of God, as you said. They just need to take note into what they've been taught and continue to protect their produce.
Yeah. Is this going to be similar to when we saw snow? I think it was a week ago on a Monday. We all got excited and almost being childlike playing out in the snow. But there are communities who don't experience the weather patterns equally. Is this going to be similar to the previous week?
The conditions, the systems are the same, but the intensity of the systems are different. Now, this one, it won't affect us as much as we are expecting, especially over Gauteng provinces. So for us at the moment, we just be going for these cold temperatures rather than snow. As I said, very cold temperatures are expected over the high-lying areas. When we say very cold temperatures, we are meaning maximum temperatures of the day reaching less than 10 degrees. So over Gauteng provinces, we won't be going that low as compared to the previous system that hit us. I think last week, Monday, yeah, we are not expecting that much intensity. We are just expecting cold temperatures. As I said, we are expecting very low temperatures, maximums to be precise, over the high-lying areas of Mpumalanga, Limpopo, and Mpumalanga, KwaZulu-Natal, and Eastern Cape provinces. Then we are expecting snow.
Yeah, so no sub-zero. We shouldn't really exaggerate to the point where we say there's sub-zero weather conditions, because last week I think it even hit about -3 or 4 in certain areas.
Yes, a -3, a -4, it's quite normal in places like Bloemfontein, Twatwa area. On a normal winter, they can go as low as a -3. When you look at the it says it's a Twatwa, the Bloemfontein areas, they usually get that -3, but there's no snow expect. It's only when we have a quite an intense system and we are expecting a precipitation in terms of rainfall, but then when it's that cold, then the precipitation that we're expecting becomes frozen. Then we saying we are observing snow instead of normal rain. So it has to be when we have a system and when we're expecting the maximum temperatures to reach a certain temperature degree. For example, in this case, last week we were going as low as, I think, Emelo, they reached something like 6 degrees as their maximum. And also on top of that, they were expecting rain. So the rain that came, it came as a form of snow.
All
So
right,
even if when we
yeah.
are getting the minimums of below zero, it's quite normal in most parts of the country for us to
All
get
right,
that
got
during
you.
winter months.
Really, really appreciate it. From the weather services, a weather forecaster, Tokelo Chiloane, giving us an update that it is going to be a very cold rest of the week. Going into the weekend, you can expect rain. And of course, the high-lying areas, snow, as you mentioned, Western Cape and Eastern Cape. So you want to layer up for that. So let's take a look at your highs and lows.